My name is Ariana Whidbey. I'm a sophomore and I go to Kent Ridge High School. When I got involved in the MLK writing team, I really wanted to make it feel like something special, and I thought that if I helped, I would be able to do that. I wanted to learn more from adults, but also contribute like my own opinions and like experiences and stuff like that.
My name is Jennifer Grajewski. I'm known to the kids as Mrs. G, probably a lot of adults do. I've been in Kent School District for 32 years, and I've taught for 40 years. 7 years ago, we had a traditional MLK rally planned by adults, and at that point, we were doing the musical Hairspray. Many of the students involved in the musical were upset because at that rally, it wasn't at all centered on Dr. King. So they came to me, we went and walked through the steps of meeting with administration, then we met with our diversity task force at Kent Ridge, and we brought up all the reasons why we thought the rally needed to be approached in a different way. And then I thought, okay, I need help. So when I need help, I think, who are the people in my sphere, world, that could help me with this? And the first person that popped into my head was Orlando Morales.
My name is Orlando Morales. I am the Associate Artistic Director, Community Engagement at the Fifth Avenue Theater, and I actually am an alumni of the Kent School District. I went to Northwood Middle School and Kent Ridge High School, and I graduated from Kent Ridge in 2002. I remember getting an email or a call from Miss G, and her just kind of asking for my thoughts on some feedback that they had gotten from students at the time about the current Martin Luther King Assembly. I still, will always be a Kent Schools alumni, and at the same time, serendipitously, we were also playing with this idea of like, well, how can theater be used to support school curriculum goals? And so this kind of jumped as an opportunity to kind of start to play with some of those ideas.
And we got together that first year and built the plane as we were flying it, and we spent a lot of time talking to the kids because they're the ones that initiated this.
Well, there's a lot of moving parts in the process. One of the most crucial and early parts is bringing together student leaders and students who have a feeling that they have stakes in what the rally will be conveying and representing to their peers.
It's important that it's the voice of the students. We go out to schools, we talk to those students, we find out what are the things they're facing in their communities. And it's a little bit different every year. And then we bring all that information back, form a writing team.
That looks like gathering a group of student writers to turn some of the data and the feedback that they got from their peers into narrative, into spoken word, into song lyrics.
And we put it all together and rehearse. And we used to take it on the road it started at just Kent Ridge, and then we added KM, and then it became an all-district rally, I think, in year 4. But obviously the last 2 years with COVID, we've had to get more creative.
The experience was really fun, just on the Zoom calls in the beginning, just on the writing team. Once we actually got to recording and rehearsing and things like that, it was really fun, and I got to work on the soundboard a little bit, which I am really into.
My name is Apria Rhodes. I am a sophomore, and I go to Kent Ridge High School. I was in 3rd period, and Mrs. G, she was like, you should join the MLK rally. Once I started to really get into it, I was like, this is important, and I'm learning a lot of things, so it kept me motivated, like learning, because I love to learn about new things and about different cultures and like songs that we were learning and stuff, so that motivated me. That was my goal, to really learn and maybe even discover something about like myself and learn about my ethnicity, my race. Because like at first I thought this was just going to be another thing, because we learn about Martin Luther King Jr. almost every year, and I was kind of like, this is just going to be the same thing, right? But once I got into it, I was like, this is really fun, like singing gospel music and even just listening to the musicians, the talented musicians play the music.
So when we started the rally that first year and asked the student leadership what things they thought would be non-negotiable about the rally, one of them was that it would center Black culture and subsequently Black music. It would center the words of Martin Luther King Jr. It would feature student voice. And so things, have evolved throughout the years but the gospel music thing has remained consistent. So having to choose the music, working with some local artists who are practitioners of that music to come on board as mentors and also as accompanists and also as people who can help with the teaching and just the shaping of the music for the rally.
This year, when we made the decision that we probably couldn't do a live rally given the current COVID conditions, and we made that decision in September, kids had been excluded in the past, I felt like, because of after-school commitments. But I really wanted it to be open to all students, regardless of their after-school responsibilities.
We all just have a really, really fun time, and we sing and we learn more about the history of the songs we're singing. When we actually record, we all came together with like masks and we were spread out, and we had like really awesome musical directors, and we all sang and we learned, and we all just fed off of the energy of everybody else.
So it was a combination of recorded spoken word and then the gospel choir coming together and recording all of the gospel music on the Friday before Dr. King's birthday.
I hope that people take from this that we really do need to be a beloved community and really understand each other and learn about not even just African American culture, but everybody's culture and everybody's background and how other people grow up and see the world. My grandma, when I was growing up, she always told me, like, it's the golden rule. You treat people how you want to be treated. It really does work. This is a learning experience. Since people are seeing this, maybe they get the idea that they want to join and they want to help with this cause.
I hope that students and just like people in general took away that in order to become like a more beloved community, we have to learn to notice differences and accept the differences. And a lot of times that starts with just listening and understanding.
It's created an opportunity for discussion. That's what needs to happen. We need to talk about it. We need to be curious about it. And we need to listen to the people whose voices often go unheard. I can't understand what you go through because I haven't lived it. I haven't gone through it. But I can be an ally and I can be there to support you. And I have enough power in my position to give you a safe way in which to speak and be heard.
I am capable of anything that I put my mind to. I can be loud and speak to a crowd and inspire other people.
When we're trying to move people, we're trying to change somebody's outlook, all of that work needs to start with stories.
Even if I don't always use it, my voice is really powerful. Anything I say can really be taken and interpreted in any which way. Most of the time it's positive. I think the biggest lesson of that is when you can use your voice and make sure that other people feel heard as well.